Hey guys, well, welcome to the shop. I was just informed that some really cool artwork was purchased for my son for his new place. But the problem is, it's just the print. There's no frame, there's no nothing. So, I got 2 days to come up with some kind of frame or something for these prints. Let me show you what we got here. It's like these really cool canvas prints. And then I got like these little ones. So I got 4 big ones, 5 little ones that I gotta come up with some kind of frame or something. My plan is to probably paint them because his decor is black. So I think maybe I'll try to scrounge around the shop and see if I can find some scrap wood and paint them. So we got to come up with something. I got to find some wood. So let's look for some wood. All right, since I am a wood hoarder and I never throw anything away, I got to come up with some wood. Let's see what we got. All right, walnut, no. Maple, no. That's like a 1x12 pine, no. Oak, oak. Slabs, no. Plywood, plywood. Ha, here we go. I got some salvaged pine. This actually came from an old bunk bed from, like, I don't know, Gardner White or something like that. But anyway, I think that's going to work. I think my plan is to rip this down into some strips and then make some frames. So let's get at it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to use this thing. This is called a thin rip jig. So basically it has the rail that rides in your table saw. And it's like a little bearing stop piece over here. And what you do is you loosen this up and you slide it back and forth based on what size rip that you want to make. So when you're making thin rips on a table saw, as far as I'm concerned, the least thing that I want to do is make a cut like that, where it's like super thin. If I need thin strips, I really don't want to do this. I don't feel safe with this at all. But this, what you do is you figure out, say you want like 1/2 inch strips. So you measure this out to be 1/2 inch. You tighten that down. Now the distance from the outside edge of the blade to this bearing is 1/2 inch. And then you can push your piece through. Let me get a piece here. Hold on a second. All right. And what you do is you line up your fence. You push your board over till it lines up with the little bearing. And now when you push this through, this will cut your 1/2 inch rip. So then you slide your piece all the way through, pull it out, move your fence. So this position always stays the same. And then you just keep moving in and running your boards through, and it'll give you perfect thin strips every time. So that's what we're going to do with our frame. We're going to go with a 3/8 inch thick strip and about 1.5 inch, 1.25 inch. And then that's what we're going to make our frame with. So it's not really a big, thick, beefy frame. Really just more of a decorative thing. We're going to paint them, just stick them up on the wall. I'm not going to do any glass or acrylic or plexiglass or anything like that in there. It's just going to be the canvas print and then this little frame. Okay, so let's get to cutting. All right, so we got all the wood cut into our thin strips to make our thin frame. Got the miters cut for the size of the frame that we needed. And I glued everything down and I just held it down with some blue tape. I didn't have any fasteners. This is only 3/8 of an inch thick material, so I don't really know exactly how this is going to work. So you're finding out just like I am. My gut tells me that this is not going to be secure enough, but we'll see here when we take this off. It's actually not bad, considering it's only 3/8 of an inch. Let's take a look at this. And let's see what it's going to look like. So let me get this on here and then I'll bring you over here to take a look. Well, it's not terrible. So this is the idea. Can't see because of the glare, but the frame would sit on top of the print and then that little white strip will get stapled onto the back. And yes, it is flimsy, but it's just for, to get some artwork up on the wall. I'm going to paint the frame black. That'll go along with the decor. I've got 3 of these big prints and I think 5 little ones that I'm going to do. So I'm okay with this. I'm going to give it a sanding, then I'm going to paint it. And then I got some work to do. I got to put all those together. I got to cut them and put them all together, paint them, and then I will staple this on when I get the frames done. So I got to get to work. Okay, so here we have our print. And here is our, I don't know if I'd really call it a frame. It's really more like trim. But the way that I did it is it should fit within the, you shouldn't see much white. That's the plan. So let me grab this so you can see. That's kind of the way, obviously I didn't make these perfect. I just kind of slapped them together. So there's a little bit of white on there, but that's just how it's going to sit in there. No glass, no nothing up there. So let's see if my super glue / staple method will work. let's see. Well, it's not terrible. Don't hate it. I think that'll work out pretty good. I'm going to put a little picture frame hooky thingy here on the back, and then we can just hang it on the wall. I think that'll be really nice. Go into a young man's little office or music room or whatever.